On a quiet stretch of Harts Lane in Montgomery County, PA, the past has never really settled. In 1959, on a cold December night, a young woman named Mary Ann Mitchell brutally saw her end at this desolate area. Her murder shook her small Philadelphia neighborhood, whispered about for decades, wrapped in contradictions, unsolved questions, and a darkness that has never fully lifted. For several generations now, people still talk about that night. The fear, the rumors, the way the streets felt different afterward, like the shadows learned how to listen. Tonight, I'm taking you to meet Mary Ann, share the lore, and the lingering echo of a girl whose story should never fade from memory. Welcome to Haunted by Beauty. Hi, welcome to my channel, Haunted by Beauty, where I combine my passion for makeup and my love of ghost stories. Trigger warning, tonight I will be talking about a murder. If you want to skip this video, that's completely understandable. On December 28, 1959, high school sophomore Mary Ann Mitchell went to the Roxy Theater in Roxborough, northwest of Philadelphia, to see South Pacific with her friends. After the movie, she went to the bus stop by herself at Walnut Lane and Henry Avenue. The bus never came. Tonight I'll be bringing you her story, and I'll be doing this look, sort of a 50s look, in honor of Mary Ann. So I'm going to get started with the look, and I also wanted to let you know that I did visit Mary Ann's grave, and I did use some tools there, and I will be showing you footage of what I believe I captured. I did that most respectfully. I'm telling this story most respectfully and out of respect for Mary Ann and her family. And I don't want to sensationalize the story in any way. But it is a story that hung over the neighborhood where I grew up and where I live to this day. Two different neighborhoods, actually. The theater where she saw South Pacific was across the street from my grandmother's house, and her body was found right around the corner from where I live now. So I am going to go ahead and get started with my look. I always start with the same thing. I do my eyelids first, and I'm going to go ahead and put some tape onto the corners of my eyes so that I can get a nice crisp line. This look really does have a sharp black eyeliner look. Other things I have while I put my tape on, I have a milky toner on. If you're going out during the day when you're putting your makeup on, you want to do your moisturizer, any serums you have, and always put an SPF on. I'm not putting an SPF on because I'm not going out tonight. I have my little black pad that I like to wipe my brushes off on, and I have my ghost cup, which I always have, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to prime my eyes with Milk Makeup eye primer. It's a grippy primer, and it works great. It's a great primer. I have not had any problems with it so far. I'll go ahead and get this on. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with this brown color on the crease. And I'm using the Smashbox, this little tiny Smashbox. This darker color, almost like a copperish brown. I'm going to take Whatever brushes I'm using, I'll list down below, but this is sort of a fluffy brush, not too tight. Tap off. And I'm going to go right in here and flip up a little bit. So there is a book out about Mary Ann's murder. I have not read that book. There's really not a lot. If you do research, there's not a whole lot you can get to that's not behind paywalls and things like that. But I know a lot of the story from my mom and from growing up in Roxborough and just hearing the stories. Mary Ann lived in Manayunk. So it was sort of a big square the way that she went. The Roxy Theater was on one side of the square, and she would have had to have walked in a straight line, I'm assuming, back down to Henry Avenue and then down to Walnut Lane. So that's part of the square. And then the bus probably would have taken her the remainder of the square down Walnut through Manayunk, sort of this way in the square. And then where her body was found is White Marsh Township, which at the time, it's built up now, but at the time it was basically farmland. It was pretty barren, and she was found at Harts Lane and, ironically enough, Barren Hill Road, and it was quite barren at that time. So I'm going to continue doing the look. Mary Ann was also, I believe, in nursing school if she hadn't already graduated from nursing school. So next I'm going to go in with a white. This look has white all along the lines, all along the eyelid here and underneath. She also has white in her crease. I do have a white eyeliner that I'll do for that. And she does have very thick black eyeliner on, so I'll be doing that as well. So let me go ahead and go in with the white on both her eyelids. She has white. And along her, up here on her, up close to her eyebrow. I don't want to talk too much in detail about what happened to Mary Ann, because the details that are out there are very grisly and very upsetting. I will say, and I will not name her murderer, but her murderer was caught, spent, I believe, 3 years in jail, and was the last person executed in Pennsylvania. So let me get this a little bit brighter. Now, in order to do the eyeliner, I actually have potted eyeliner. And this is Maybelline Eye Studio, and it's blackest black. And so it is kind of, obviously it's potted and it is a little bit dry. So I recommend for everyone who loves makeup to get this serum. It's called Inglot. And I have my little palette here and a little curved brush. I'll show you the brush. And what you want to do is take a tiny dot, a tiny drop of your Inglot, which is, it's going to emulsify your eyeliner. You can put it in, if you have lipstick that's dry, you can put a drop of that and mix it with your lipstick. You can put it in your mascara if your mascara has dried out. But I'm going to go ahead and dip into the Inglot Then dip into my black eyeliner. And then mix it some more on the palette. And this little trusty palette, you can get them on Amazon, or you probably could even get them get a little tiny one at the art store. This is a pretty distinct line and a pretty distinct wing, and that tape will help you get that distinct wing. Now again, dipping it in the Inglot, getting more eyeliner out of the pot, mixing it together, and going in to do the other wing. So as I said, Roxborough sort of lives at the top of a very large hill, and at the bottom of that hill is Manayunk, and it's all very close-knit. It's a close-knit neighborhood. It's in Philadelphia, but it's its own little area, its own little neighborhood. And the story of Mary Ann has resonated for years and years since her murder. My mother used to talk about it, how we weren't allowed to go out at night by ourselves, how the whole town was just gripped with fear when she disappeared for, I believe, 2 days. She was missing, and then they did find her body, sadly. Again, I'm not going to go into any further detail about her remains and what happened to her, out of respect for her. So I do have, oh, I got a little smudge there. I got a little smudge of the, sometimes you can make it a little bit too thin, the eyeliner, but that's okay. Let it dry a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and take the tape off. Now I have that nice crisp line. Hopefully I have it on this side too. Let's see those two crisp lines. And then I'm going to go in with my face next and use my, this is the white foundation that's pretty much everywhere on TikTok and all over the place. I'll link it down below. And I'll just go in and blend this out. Get that nice and blended. So now I have my foundation on, and I'm going to go in with NARS, my NARS translucent setting spray. This is bright white, and I'm really going to go ahead and pack that in. This is a very pale look. And then this is a trick I learned by, I believe her Instagram is Makeup by Ellen. She's a makeup artist. I will link her down below, who collects vintage makeup, but she suggested getting a baby hairbrush. If you have a lot of powder on your face, a baby hairbrush, and just gently sweeping that in, and it just feels really nice and it blends it so nicely. Next, I usually do under my eyes, and our model does have, it looks like a little bit of a gray eyeliner under here, and then the white. I have the white eyeliner for my tight line. I'll do that first. And this is another great trick if you want to really brighten your eyes. I'm going to get another little tight-ish brush, about that big. And I'm going to go in with some gray. I have this little palette that I got at the dollar store, but it's really pretty. I don't know. I think it's really pretty. So, and it has gray, so I'm going to go in with the gray underneath. It may not be dark enough. Yeah, I feel like it's not dark enough. I'm going to go in with my Give palette, and get a little bit of the black. So I don't want the potted black now. I just want a dusting of powdered black. Your little pad, even use that as a way to wipe off excess. Okay, she does have a some blush on, so I have this Almay palette, Smart Shade. Has a little brush with it, and I'm just going to go very lightly. Down a little bit low. And then she does have mascara on, but I got my lashes lifted, so I don't necessarily use mascara right now. But you could use, any favorite mascara you may have. I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier setting spray really quickly before I do my lipstick. Get my trusty fan. Oh, hold on. Technical difficulties. Oh, we're not going to use that. We're going to go in with our D'Alba instead. I'll link down below what that is. Two more touches. One more touch before the lipstick, and then I have another thing to add, but her brows are pretty prominent going down this way. And to finish it off, I have Besame lipstick in Victory Red. And let me just dry my lips really well. Marianne. Just here to talk to you. You're here, like that thing out there I just put on your stone. It's just to show them. We only come with respect for you and your family. And I'm so sorry what happened to you. I'm gonna try the dowsing rods, but it's so windy. Didn't think we were gonna be able to find your stone. Here. I don't mean to be disrespectful sitting this way. If you're here and would like to talk with us or have a message, can you make the light go on? See the lights? I looked up whether wind can set off an EMF and it can't. You can try the dowsing rod. Do you see it on your phone? Should I get closer?
Yeah.
Marion, if you're here, can you make these cross? Sorry. Right, and here can you set off with the EMF detector? That's this thing that has lights better too. It's okay, I mean, if you want to talk with us, you can. Don't come with bad intentions. I'm sorry for your here from you cross easy. Very windy today, everybody. Very if you can talk with us, we would love to talk with you. You're here or your parents or you need cross knees. Oh, hello. Hello, Marianne. If you're here, can you open them? Try to resist the wind. And then, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna spend my time, honey. Can you cross them again if you can there? Thank you, sweetheart. I'm so sorry for what happened to you. Sorry for your life being cut short. I hope you're with your family. Are you with your family? Can you open these with the family? Tell the wind. Not enough. That's good breathing or not. This is the wind. You can talk to us through that little machine there. Or light up the machine. Are you here, honey? You cross these? Were your parents, they're here and want to talk? You talk to them? Hard to tell with the wind. Marianne, if you're here, can you light up one of these machines, sweetie? Can you call Steve if you're here? If you're here, can you touch that metal thing that's on this black thing that's on your stone? Well, I wonder why that went off. Can you talk with us, honey? Can you cross these if you're here? Cross them strong. Thank you. Is there anything you want to tell us? If you do, you can open them. I grew up in Roxborough. I grew up right where you grew up. I don't mean to be disrespectful the way I'm sitting. We've been walking for a while trying to find you. Can you make anything light up for us, sweetheart? If that's... Let's make a yes and a no. A yes will be if you open these. Yes, you can light them up. Try to light something up, honey. I'm sorry if you were scared. I'm not trying to sensationalize anything about your story. So many people in Roxborough and Manayunk still talk about you to this day and think of you. Are you with your parents? Can you open these if you're with your parents? Good, good. I'm glad, honey. Do you want us to leave? If you want us to leave, you can cross these and we'll go. You can get in trouble. Do you want us to stay and talk for a little while? If so, you can cross these. Okay, stay for a few more minutes. Do you get a lot of people coming to visit you? Can you open these if you get people that visit you? Oh, I'm glad. Can you set anything else off, sweetheart? This was blipping a few times when I first put, like, not immediately when I put it down, but like, that's definitely a way to make these cross right now. Can you touch this thing with this metal antenna? She should know what an antenna is. I think 59, there was TVs and stuff then, right? Radios had antennas. Touch the antenna, sweetheart. Oh, you're crossing that. What is that? Is that no, you don't want to? That you don't have to. No? Okay. How about this thing with the lights? I hope you're at rest, sweetie. I don't mean to come here and be disrespectful or upset you. Just wanted to see if we could find out more about you as a person. Don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Can you open this back up? What? Can you open this back up for me? I don't know what that means when you do that. Are you able to do a blip on this machine right here? If you want us to go, we can. Can you cross these if you want us to go? Do you want us to stay? Can you cross them if you want us to stay for a little while with you? Okay, we can stay for a few more minutes. Can you say anything through that machine? It looks like a little radio. You have any questions?
Mm-hmm.
Does this just say time to go?
Sounded like it.
You heard that right?
Yeah. Would you like us to leave?
I was here. Do you remember Roxborough? Do you remember the Roxy Theater? You know, right where that was. It was right across the street from my grandmother's house. My great grandmother. If you're still here, can you cross these? I haven't gotten anything in a little bit. I'm going to try a couple more questions and then we'll go, okay? Are you still here? If so, can you cross? I can't tell if that's the wind, but... Would you like us to come back sometime? We can come back and talk with you anytime. Well, we can come back if you want us to. Alright. Is that yes if you're opening? If so, if yes, can you close them again? That's definitely the wind right now. Yeah, smell. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Marianne, we can leave now if you want us to leave. Okay, I'm going to put these down. I'm going to put these down now. Can you try to light up? Did that just blip? See it blipping? Real faint. Can you do one more light? Can you just try one light? Okay. So this is my finished look. I'm interested to know down below what comments you may have, what you may think about what I caught at the cemetery. Did I catch something at the cemetery? I don't know. It was very windy. But you can tell the difference when you're holding those rods between the wind and something else happening. And it did feel to me like something else was happening. Again, I want to dedicate this video to Marianne, and I want people to remember her. I certainly will continue to think about her. I would like to think that she's not a ghost, but I hope the guy who murdered her is a ghost. I know that's probably horrible to say, but it's true. That's how I feel. Stay haunted and stay beautiful.